Hey, what's up YouTube? This is We All Juggle Knives. Today I have a knife from WarTech. You may remember WarTech from my previous review of the WarTech kunai. I will include a link to that video if you want to see me throwing the WarTech kunai set. Now it's called a neck knife because people often wear them around their neck, but you don't have to. There's many ways to carry a neck knife. Yeah, you gotta love neck knives. They are extremely popular, at least with my subscribers, because well, being fixed blades, there's a lot less things to go wrong compared to a small folder, and also just being more simple than a folder, they tend to be less expensive. And even though I personally love large fixed blades, I must admit something of this size is going to be much more likely to actually be carried. And here is the knife itself. I love the blade shape on this. Most people will fit 3 fingers on that handle, and then your pinky will be kind of on the lanyard. And as you can see, the blade is at an angle to the handle. It's very ergonomic. Now about the ergonomics here, well, first of all, you see how this seats in the palm of your hand. It gives an excellent grip. It's very useful for certain types of cuts. For example, just a basic draw cut. Now notice with just a conventional knife, if you were to open a package and you want to bring the tip more into play, you pretty much have to bend your wrist or, just tilt it down quite a bit. This requires much less of a bend because the knife itself is curved downward. Yeah, so that design basically gives you really good leverage, and not just for opening packages, but, in the unfortunate event of a self-defense situation, it gives you a lot of close cutting power. With this blade shape, you see the curvature of that belly there and the angle like that this gives you. This thing would be a slicing machine. It's extra wide. It is a little bit pointy, and not to be too bloodthirsty, but in the event of an emergency, you can punch with this. You can get a little jabbing, poking, punching motion in addition to the slicing. Yeah, this actually comes very sharp. That's one thing I like about this as opposed to many other budget price neck knives. This actually came with a real edge. Yeah, I was surprised at the quality of the edge. This is the sheath that comes with the WarTech. Just pops in like so. And as you can see, it does hold it in, and it's also silent. And to deploy it, you got a little thumb ramp you push off like so. And so that's a pretty good sheath. One of the best things about this is the price. $15 including shipping. I will include the links to Amazon. I have to say that is a bargain. $15 for this knife, that is good. Now for comparison's sake with another small fixed blade, this is a K-Bar Becker BK11 with some aftermarket micarta scales. And I think that K-Bar is around the same size as the Essie Azula. Okay, so you see the WarTech slightly smaller. Now I have to say, this K-Bar is an excellent knife. However, the handle scales alone are more than twice the price of this WarTech, and you have to buy these scales separately. The blade is also more than twice the price. So it's a great knife, it's just, more than 4 times the price. It's just if you want to spend that much, then go for it. But obviously this is a great budget option. It's light, it's small, it's very handy for everyday cutting chores, but in the unfortunate event that you needed to defend yourself, if this was all you had, well, it's going to be a heck of a lot better than, using your fingernails. You always hear that in the true crime shows, how the dead person was found, with some stuff under their fingernails. Well, you got to think, that person was able to at least reach their attacker. They just couldn't do enough damage. Imagine if they reached out with their nails, but instead of their nails, they had something like this. Yeah, neck knives, they don't replace training. They certainly don't replace a gun, if you're able to have one where you live. But at the same time, they at least give you a chance. Now that bright green cord is going to make this easy to find if you want to use it out in the, out camping or something. They also come in different colors. I'm going to include a link to the paracord assortment that I usually purchase. It has like, I don't know, I think 6 or 7 different types of military type colored paracord. In other words, olive drab, black, desert camo. So I'll include that link so that you can redo the handle any way you want. Oh, and I'm also going to include the previous videos in this series. This is an ongoing series of budget price neck knives, so I'll include those in the text box too. So my final thoughts on this knife. I love the ergonomics of the handle. It came sharp. The price is definitely right. So yeah, I would recommend this as a budget neck blade. This has been We All Juggle Knives. I'm out.